Well, let's move on to another one that I was, again, completely unaware of this person until you brought her up last night. But Elizabeth Bathory?
Yeah, man, I brought her up, but honestly, I mean, I can't. I could give you the brief summary of
like who was she?
BS. She was an Eastern European noble, low-level noble woman, but enough to where she got away with noble woman shit, and she was essentially a serial killer. She was targeting women of low birth, peasant girls, and they were disappearing all throughout this area.
Really?
And it ended up, I mean, and they sent somebody in to essentially interrogate her, and they found that she was, murdering and torturing all these poor young girls.
Bunch of bodies in the basement sort of situation? Or?
Yep. No, literally a bunch of bodies in the basement. And yeah, she was just brutally torturing and murdering them for her own amusement. And
jeez.
And again, it's still to this day, right? That's people of low income, they disappear and nobody gives a shit. So you can only imagine back then, and that, it was a lot harder to stand up to people of power back then. It basically had to come from someone with more power to essentially arrest her, which they basically just put her on house arrest.
Yeah.
They're like, don't do that again. You can't leave.
Quit being fucking weird.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be around young girls anymore. Yeah.
Well, so did she really bathe in blood? Or is that just myth?
So I think the verdict's still out on. I think the popular conception is that she did. I don't know if that's ever been proven.
Yeah. But fucking weird though. Weird stuff.
She was a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was something wrong with her.
Yeah. And what do you know? You said Eastern European. Do you know what specific country or what the country would have been? Because this was late 16th, early 17th century.
Yeah, I think. Well, let's
That's
look
like
it up.
The pirate era.
Let me guess and be wrong, and then we'll fact check me. Although I wasn't horrible with the whole Vlad thing.
No, not at all.
I think it would have been in like modern Slovakia. Oh, she was Hungarian.
Oh, okay. So we're still in the same...
With family estates in Transylvania, so Hungarian, Romanian.
So again, we're painting a picture here of the type of person that was coming out of...
So I was... And we got to be clear...
Vlad the Impaler was 15th century.
Yeah.
So this is all within 100 years-ish, 100-ish years of each other?
Yeah, two renowned killers from the same area and same cultures. And we got to state, too, like, the Romanians are they're a very unique entity out in that part. They're predominantly surrounded by Poles and Slavs, and
Germans,
and Germans and Catholics, but they're historically Orthodox people, and they're of more like Greek origins, but they're not like Greeks. They very much are like a very unique language compared to the neighboring languages. It's a very interesting, unique place.
It's always so. I'm glad you bring that up because there's always this misconception, this popular sort of way. The picture when you say somebody's European, people think in America, I think in particular, they think of a white Western European from like the UK or Ireland or France or something like that.
Yeah.
Europe encompasses a lot of different ethnic groups.
Turkish. Turkish people.
Turkish people, different types of Russians, the Spanish people and things like that have a lot of Moroccan influence. And like the Greeks.
Europe
Greeks and Italians are not white, really. Like, I know they are like, on the census form they check white, but they don't look like people from the UK or Western France.
Well, our idea is white Americans historically have been of Western European descent or Northern European descent.
And really what you call them is they're not white. They're not black. They're not Asian. They're Hispanic.
Ethnic whites.
Yeah. But it's interesting though, because people just I think they think that all of Europe looks like what somebody from Normandy, France looks like.
No, but even like Scandinavians who are like considered like physically like the white, blonde and even Scandinavian white, like we imagine this and they're all these tall, blonde, blue-eyed people. No, that's never been the case. There's been a lot of genetic diversity even in Scandinavian lines.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dark-haired people. Like I'm a swarthy looking guy. I can be very white ambiguous, right? I can play I could play a
You've played your fair share of Middle Eastern characters.
Yes, I have. And Greek and Italian, I can pull that off. As far as I know, I'm of just like English, Scottish, and French ethnic bloodlines. That means that there are people that are from that part of the world that they have darker features.
Yeah, exactly. No, that makes sense. There's just, I think until people go and travel to these different parts and see how different a place even like Europe can be, never mind entire continents like Africa and Asia, where people categorize these entire continents as like one thing.
Ethnicity is far more important to the direction of human behavior than race is. Race means shit. Race doesn't mean. Can I swear on this show?
Yes.
Race means fuck all. Race isn't a factor, and we make it a factor. The dumbest people in society make race a factor. Ethnicity is everything.
Yeah.
Right? People are ethnically Irish and people are ethnically English. How those two people have cohabitated says a lot more than the English having contact with other people.
And with modern transportation and the modern immigration practices, modern wars with displaced people that get shuttled around the world, race will continue to become a less and less important factor because like the guy that I had on the last episode talking about like refugee work that they do in Uganda was one of the main people that accepted Afghan refugees during the Afghan withdrawal.
Right.
Guess what? A lot of those people are probably never going to leave Uganda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the racial makeup of Uganda is going to look different.
There's some dumb white bitch in this country right now with purple hair who they'll see a fucking an Irishman and they'll literally just look at that person just at face value and they will say, oh, it's one of those colonizing cis white men. And they'll say that about an Irish person, which if we know about the Irish, they've been the ones that have been colonized the whole time. They've never colonized anybody, but they'll say that kind of shit because all they'll see is skin color. That is so fucking surface level.
Well, some people call it racist.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what racism is.
Yeah. Well, let's, and I apologize on behalf of the show here to all the offended purple-haired people out here.
Yeah. I'm sure that's a big part of your demo.
Probably a huge part.
You know why I'm talking like that right now with that kind of animosity?
You just got back from Ireland?
No, because right before you picked me up earlier, I was literally looking at Threads because I shouldn't be on X and I shouldn't be on Threads. I should not be reading that negativity because I internalize it. But like, it was a purple haired, the stereotype. And I was reading, she was just making some mean spirited comment about white cis men. I'm like, and then I looked at it and said, I'm not even going to get into that part, but I'm like, you are one of them. You are one of the white people. If you think white women are excused from bad behavior of white people, if you think that's a male problem, you don't know the history of white people doing bad things because there's usually a white woman right behind it.
Elizabeth Bathory.
Elizabeth Bathory.
To bring it all the way back. What a way to come back.
But she was a Hungarian, all right. She was one of the ethnic whites, not like those evil Irish whites who are around colonizing people, evidently.
Evidently.
Yeah.